Hey guys, Josh Conan, strength and conditioning coach here at Competitive Edge Skating and Strength Training. Today I just wanted to talk about a concept that kind of confuses most people, and that's simply healing through movement. So a lot of the time when we have new athletes or clientele come in for the first time and they've trained elsewhere, first time training in general, or they finally just speak up about something like this, they'll tell us things like, my knee hurts when I squat so I can't squat, my shoulder hurts when I do any sort of pressing so I can't press, my back hurts all the time so I really can't do anything. So if we were to eliminate those specific movements, that's going to cause more of a mobility restriction and more pain in the long run, rather than breaking down that movement in its intricate parts and figuring out why your knee hurts, why your shoulder hurts, etc. So in Eastern countries like India and China, they eat dinner in a full squat. They work until they're 90 plus without canes or walkers, and that's because they're utilizing these full ranges of motion daily. They also have the lowest incidence of knee replacement and hip replacement, all of these major surgeries that are becoming more and more common in the United States. And that's because they're utilizing this full range of motion that we don't use here. We don't sit below 90 because chairs don't go that low. We never put our hands fully overhead because we don't need to. So we've all gotten out of a car after sitting for a long period of time. Our hips are tight, my back's tight. You kind of move around, stretch out a little bit, and everything's fine. And that's exactly how the body works. It's that old analogy, you either use it or you lose it. So the biggest issue we see is knee pain, so I'm going to use that as our example. And there's typically three common denominators that are going to contribute to that restriction or pain. The first is mobility. So if you can't bend your knee all the way, get your hips below parallel, then that's a mobility issue. That's going to be fixed with things like soft tissue work, like massage therapy, foam rolling, banded distraction, stretching, all of these various stimuli that are going to help the body free up that joint space so you can express that full range of motion. So if it's not a mobility issue, it's typically a stability issue. So if you squat down and your knees are shaking really bad when you squat, then you're either lacking stability anywhere from your ankle, your hip, and even your lower back, which is going to cause that instability in your knee. So if we use the ankle, if you squat down, your ankle collapses inward, that's going to cause your knees to come in. That's a valgus stress on your knee, and that's actually the #1 cause for an ACL tear. So that's just due to that instability in your ankle. So what we would do is we would break that multi-joint movement down to a single joint movement and make you have to create that stability in your ankle. And once you can express that, then we'll move you up into a movement like the squat until you can display that stability in the joint. So if it's neither of those two, it's either going to be a muscle imbalance or a muscle that's not firing at all. So if I watch you squat and your knees are tracking over your toes, I can tell that you're a quad dominant squatter that's not utilizing your hips. So we'll put a band around your knees for an example, tell you to break that band on the way down by forcing your knees out, and then all of a sudden your hips turn on and your knee pain's gone. That's because you're using the proper muscles in the way they're intended to be used for that specific motion. So another reason why we don't learn how to move properly is we figure out how to walk and then we're good. No one tells us how to squat properly, how to lift anything up, put our hands over our head in a stable way, all these different things. So I hope you guys kind of learn from this that you shouldn't really take out a motion that the body should be capable to do just because you have pain, rather trying to figure out why you have pain in that certain motion, fix that, and then you can express that movement in the proper way. Follow us on Facebook, on Instagram. Make sure to go to our website at ceskating.com. That's where we're going to post all of our articles to our blog. You can also sign up for our Sunday email, which is where we'll have our class schedules and training times for the entire week, as well as some motivation to help get you through your work week. Thanks for watching and enjoy your day.